Keto. Ketogenic diet is like switching your body's fuel source from using carbohydrates to fat, triggering a metabolic state called ketosis. Imagine your body as a hybrid car that can run on either gasoline, carbohydrates, or electricity. At its core, the keto diet is about limiting intake to 20-50 grams of carbs per day, while increasing fat consumption to about 70-80% of daily calories. This radical shift forces your body to break down fat into ketones, which become your brain's and body's primary energy source. What makes keto unique is its ability to reshape metabolism and promote fat burning. When you eliminate most carbs, your body becomes incredibly efficient at burning fat. This not only affects weight loss, but can lead to stable blood sugar levels, reduced inflammation, and increased mental clarity. The first few weeks can be challenging as your body adapts, often resulting in the keto flu and adaptation symptoms. This is why proper preparation and understanding are crucial. The diet typically includes foods like fatty foods and low-carb vegetables. What's particularly interesting is how this diet has evolved from its medical origins to become a mainstream approach to weight management and metabolic health. Mediterranean diet. The Mediterranean diet isn't just a diet, it's a celebration of life through food, representing centuries of wisdom from cultures bordering the Mediterranean Sea. Think of it as a lifestyle approach that combines delicious whole foods with a relaxed attitude toward eating. This eating pattern emphasizes abundant plant-based foods and olive oil as the primary fat source, providing heart-healthy monounsaturated fats and powerful antioxidants. Fish and seafood take center stage as protein sources, while red meat plays only a minor role. What makes this diet truly special is its balanced approach to healthy eating. Unlike restrictive diets, it doesn't eliminate entire food groups or require careful counting. Instead, it focuses on quality and variety. The health benefits of this diet are extensively researched and remarkable. Studies consistently show its effectiveness in reducing the risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and cognitive decline. What's particularly interesting is how perhaps most importantly, the Mediterranean diet teaches us that healthy eating doesn't have to be complicated or restrictive. It's about embracing simple ingredients and social connections. This sustainable approach to eating explains why it's consistently ranked as one of the healthiest diets globally.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more topics you love.
Intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, IFE, represents a revolutionary approach to eating that focuses not on what you eat, but when you eat. Think of it as giving your body's internal repair systems dedicated time to work. This eating pattern alternates between periods of fasting and eating windows, with several popular approaches. The 16/8 method involves fasting for 16 hours and eating within an 8-hour window. Others prefer the 502 approach, eating normally 5 days a week and restricting calories on 2 non-consecutive days. What makes IF fascinating is its alignment with our evolutionary history and cellular repair. Our ancestors didn't have constant access to food, and our bodies evolved to function well during periods without food. During fasting, several remarkable things happen. The beauty of IF lies in its simplicity and flexibility. Unlike traditional diets that restrict specific foods, IF allows you to maintain your normal diet within your eating window. This makes it more sustainable for many people. Research suggests that IF can lead to improved insulin sensitivity, better brain function, and increased longevity. What's particularly interesting is how fasting triggers autophagy and cellular regeneration, essentially performing cellular housekeeping. Plant-based/vegan diet. A plant-based/vegan diet represents a profound shift in nutrition, focusing exclusively on plant-digested foods. This approach goes beyond just eliminating animal products. It's about embracing the incredible diversity and nutritional power of the plant kingdom. At its heart, this diet includes whole plants and phytochemicals. What makes it remarkable is how these plant foods contain thousands of beneficial compounds which work together to support optimal health. These nutrients often work synergistically, creating health benefits greater than the sum of their parts. The environmental impact and sustainability of this diet is equally fascinating. By choosing plant-based foods, individuals can significantly reduce their carbon footprint and water usage. It's estimated that plant-based diets require only about 1/3 of the land and water resources compared to traditional omnivorous diets. Modern plant-based diets have evolved into innovative alternatives and creative cuisine. Creative cooking techniques and ingredient combinations can recreate virtually any traditional dish in plant-based form, from burger alternatives made from pea protein to cashew-based cheeses. The innovation in this space is remarkable. The key to success lies in understanding proper nutrition and nutrient planning. While it's entirely possible to meet all nutritional needs through plants, careful attention must be paid to certain nutrients like vitamin B12, iron, and omega-3 fatty acids. Paleo diet. The paleo diet invites us to eat like our Paleolithic ancestors, based on the fascinating premise that our bodies are best adapted to the foods our hunter-gatherer forebears consumed. Think of it as a time machine that takes us back to a period before agriculture transformed human eating habits. This dietary approach emphasizes whole foods and unprocessed ingredients that could be obtained through hunting and gathering: lean meats, fish, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. It eliminates foods that became common after the agricultural revolution, including grains, dairy, legumes, and protein. What makes the paleo diet unique is its evolutionary perspective and ancestral approach. Proponents argue that the relatively rapid shift to agricultural foods hasn't allowed our bodies to fully adapt to these newer food groups. This mismatch, they suggest, contributes to many modern health problems. The diet's focus on nutrient density and natural foods is remarkable. By eliminating processed foods and emphasizing whole, natural foods, followers often experience improved nutrient intake. The elimination of refined sugars and grains can lead to better blood sugar control and reduced inflammation. However, what's particularly interesting about the paleo diet is how it challenges conventional wisdom about certain healthy foods. For instance, whole grains and legumes, often considered nutritious, are excluded based on the presence of anti-nutrients and their relative newness in human evolution. Whole30. Whole30 is more than just a diet. It's a 30-day reset that acts like a personal investigation into how different foods affect your body. Think of it as pressing the restart button on your health while conducting a detailed experiment with your own body as the laboratory. The program's rules are straightforward but strict. For 30 days, participants eliminate potentially problematic foods and focus on whole foods. What remains is a diet of whole foods: meat, fish, eggs, vegetables, fruits, and healthy fats. The key aspect is the complete elimination of these food groups. There's no cheating or partial compliance. What makes Whole30 unique is its emphasis on the psychological aspects and food relationships. It's not just about what you eat, but about breaking unhealthy emotional relationships with food. The program forces participants to examine their eating habits, cravings, and emotional connections to food. 30-day duration and systematic reintroduction are carefully chosen. It's long enough to break habits and see meaningful changes, but short enough to feel achievable. After the elimination phase, foods are systematically reintroduced while carefully monitoring how the body responds. Perhaps most profound is how Whole30 changes participants' relationship with food. Many report not just physical benefits like improved energy and better sleep, but also a transformed understanding of how different foods affect their bodies and minds. This education in personal nutrition awareness often leads to lasting changes in eating habits. Low-carb diet. A low-carb diet represents a shift in metabolism by significantly reducing carbohydrate intake while emphasizing protein and healthy fats. While not as strict as keto, it fundamentally changes how the body uses energy. The approach restricts carbohydrates to 5,050 grams per day, compared to the 2,25325 grams in a standard diet. Think of carbohydrates as your body's quick energy fuel source. By limiting this fuel, you force your body to become more efficient at burning stored fat for energy. What makes this approach particularly interesting is its effect on insulin regulation and fat burning. By reducing carb intake, you naturally lower insulin levels, which can lead to easier fat burning and reduced hunger. Many people report feeling more satisfied on fewer calories. The beauty lies in its flexibility and adaptability. Unlike more restrictive diets, it can be modified for different lifestyles. Foods typically included are meats, fish, eggs, vegetables, nuts, and healthy fats. While fruits and some starchy vegetables aren't eliminated, they're consumed in moderation. The diet's effectiveness often extends beyond weight loss to improved mental clarity and blood sugar control. This makes it particularly valuable for people dealing with insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. DASH diet. The DASH diet, dietary approaches to stop hypertension, is a sophisticated approach designed to combat high blood pressure, though its benefits extend further. It's like creating a natural pharmacy in your kitchen, where each meal contributes to better cardiovascular health. This diet emphasizes foods rich in blood pressure-regulating minerals, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. What makes DASH unique is its scientific foundation and research backing by the National Institutes of Health. The diet emphasizes vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and low-fat dairy, while limiting sodium. One of the most fascinating aspects is its approach to sodium reduction and mineral balance. Rather than just cutting salt, it focuses on increasing foods that naturally counter sodium's effects. This balanced approach makes it more sustainable than simply trying to eliminate salt. The diet structure uses a serving-based approach that teaches portion control while ensuring nutritional adequacy. This makes it not just a diet for managing blood pressure, but a comprehensive approach to healthy eating. Weight Watchers, www. represents one of the most psychologically sophisticated approaches to weight management. It's like having a personal nutrition coach that helps you make better food choices without feeling restricted. The program's genius lies in its point system and flexibility. Think of it as a food budget where you can spend your points however you choose. This system creates awareness about food choices while maintaining personal choice. What makes WW particularly effective is its recognition of the human aspect of eating. Unlike rigid diets that label foods as good or bad, WWW acknowledges that all foods can fit into a healthy lifestyle. The point system simply helps you make informed decisions. The program's evolution incorporates behavioral science and community support. Modern WW includes app-based tracking, support groups, coaching, and educational resources that help participants develop sustainable, healthy habits. Perhaps most importantly, WW emphasizes long-term lifestyle change rather than quick fixes. This comprehensive approach addresses both the physical and emotional aspects of weight management, making it a sustainable solution for many people. Mrs. Edmund Birch, GLT. The gluten-free diet has evolved from a medical necessity to a broader dietary movement. It's like removing a specific type of protein puzzle piece from your diet, one that some bodies simply can't process properly. This diet eliminates all forms of gluten protein found in wheat, rye, barley, and some other grains. This means avoiding obvious sources like bread and pasta, but also being vigilant about hidden sources in processed foods, sauces, and even some medications. What makes this diet particularly fascinating is how it has led to increased awareness of food sensitivities and digestive health. Many people who don't have celiac disease report feeling better on a gluten-free diet, leading to discussions about non-celiac gluten sensitivity. The diet has sparked a revolution in food innovation and creative alternatives. The challenge of creating gluten-free alternatives has led to innovative uses of alternative grains like quinoa, amaranth, and buckwheat, as well as new food processing techniques. The key to success lies in focusing on naturally gluten-free whole foods rather than just substituting processed gluten-free products. This often leads to a diet richer in vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and diverse whole grains, potentially improving overall nutrition. The raw food diet represents a return to nature's original food preparation method, no preparation at all. This approach posits that food is most nutritious when consumed in its natural, uncooked state, maintaining all its original enzymes and nutrients. The philosophy suggests that cooking above 180 T-burns, 48 DCF, destroys important enzymes and nutrients. Practitioners typically consume a diet consisting of fresh whole foods and living foods. Some also include raw dairy, eggs, or fish. What makes this diet remarkable is its emphasis on enzyme preservation and nutrient retention. Sprouting and fermentation play key roles, as these processes can increase the bioavailability of nutrients and create beneficial compounds not present in the original ingredients. The preparation methods are fascinating and creative, using techniques like sauking, sprouting, dehydrating, blending, fermenting. This has led to innovative preparation methods and creative ways of preparing familiar dishes, from raw lasagna made with zucchini to decadent desserts made from nuts and dates. Many followers report increased energy, better digestion, clearer skin, and improved overall health. However, careful planning is needed to ensure adequate nutrition balance, particularly for proteins and certain vitamins.